Well, representation matters, and it's becoming more recognized and acted on when it comes to medicine. The number of black doctors, though, in the United States has changed very little in more than 100 years. Our Mike Holden joining us now live in studio with a new program at the Cleveland Clinic aiming to change that, Mike, by bringing in more physicians of color and helping patients feel more comfortable.
I mean, Katie, it's so important, but realistically, there are still major disparities happening in the medical field. We are talking literally decades with virtually no change when it comes to the doctors treating you. This new program will open doorways to opportunities through mentoring young black medical students, all while helping curb the stress of patients and bringing a feeling of comfort.
It's important for patients to see someone that looks like them, to be able to relate to them.
Aiming to create opportunity and bringing much needed diversity to the medical field. Clark Atlanta University graduate student Zaria Gaucher and Spelman College senior Sinai Wen just embarked on an interactive and immersive experience. For the last 2 months, the future physicians shadowed, assisted, and learned from top doctors and nurses right here at the Cleveland Clinic. It's all part of a pipeline program within the Heart, Vascular, and Thoracic Institute. The Powerhouse Medical System partnered with historically black colleges and universities, including Morehouse's School of Medicine, to bring opportunity and change. The goal here is to increase exposure in healthcare careers for underrepresented and marginalized communities.
I believe that it's important to have minorities as physicians, especially black physicians, so that we're able to tear down those barriers.
Tearing down those barriers and making the doctor's office a safe space is something Vice Chairman of Vascular Surgery at the Heart, Vascular, Thoracic Cleveland Clinic Institute, Dr. Lee Kirksey, has made his mission.
We need for patients within our communities, our local community, our national community, to understand that the healthcare system is welcoming.
The timing, Dr. Kirksey says, is essential. He says the pandemic raised a lot of questions and highlighted a vital need for representation in medicine from black and brown communities. Data from a 2021 UCLA study shows the number of black doctors in the U.S. increased by just 4% over the last 120 years. The Association of American Medical Colleges reports just 5% of doctors are black and just 6% of doctors are Hispanic. Zaria says this experience has been beyond influential, and Dr. Kirksey is hopeful this is just the beginning of changing the face of modern medicine.
Minority physicians, black physicians, are more likely to return to communities that they come from to care for those patients.
So a full circle situation. Now this marks year one of the collaborative program between the Cleveland Clinic and Morehouse's School of Medicine. But Katie, at this point, there are still many years to come. They say this was a huge successful situation. And I talked with the girls and I said, be honest with me. You guys are from Atlanta. You have that year-round heat. Cleveland has these horrible, brutal winters. Would you consider coming back? And they said, absolutely, 100%. What we learned here is so valuable. And it also spurred the sense of we can do this. We see people that look like us who are succeeding and making a huge difference in the community. And they said, we're ready to go back to school and just absolutely kill it.
And they're going to. I love to see it being put in action. We've seen, like the talk about the medical illustrations even that we see in the doctor's office, those becoming more racially representative as well. It is all so important to, as you said, make the doctor's office a safer space that's more welcoming to everyone.
And they're doing it.
And they're doing it. Good stuff. I love that it's happening right here, too, at home.